This is Space Shuttle Columbia taking off on what turned out to be one of its most dangerous trips to space. Right after launch, things started going wrong. First, fuel began leaking from the right engine. Then, just 5 seconds later, a power failure knocked out 2 of the shuttle's engine control computers. The crew had no idea what was happening beneath them. For the next 8 minutes, they were just moments away from disaster. And then, they ran out of liquid oxygen. The shuttle faced 2 major issues, either of which could have ended the mission. But somehow, both problems ended up canceling each other out and saving the crew. Let's break it down. Columbia's heavy payload. This mission was carrying the Chandra X-ray telescope, the heaviest thing ever launched by a shuttle. It pushed the shuttle over its weight limit. To make it work, NASA made several changes. Only 5 astronauts were on board. They used a lighter fuel tank, and they replaced the engines with lighter ones. One of these engines, engine 2019, had flown 18 times before. It had small cracks in some of the pipes that carry liquid oxygen. Instead of replacing them, NASA blocked the damaged pipes with tiny metal pins, a standard shortcut to avoid lengthy repairs. Disaster at liftoff. But during launch, one of those pins came loose and shot into the engine at 30 meters per second. It bounced around and tore a hole in 3 tiny tubes inside the engine nozzle tubes that carry cold hydrogen to keep it from melting. This caused liquid hydrogen to start leaking, which could have been catastrophic. If just 2 more tubes had broken, the engine would have melted and the shuttle would have been destroyed. None of the sensors caught the leak. They only noticed low pressure inside the engine. To fix it, the shuttle's computers added more liquid oxygen, burning through it way too fast. The electrical glitch that saved everything. Meanwhile, a completely unrelated problem happened elsewhere in the shuttle. A power wire had rubbed against a sharp screw for many missions. During liftoff, the wire finally shorted out, knocking some systems offline, including some engine control computers. Each engine had 2 computers, a main and a backup. Now the right engine, the one leaking fuel, lost its backup, and the center engine lost its main computer. This caused a weird but lucky situation. The center engine's backup computer had a faulty sensor that showed too much pressure, since there was no second computer to correct it. So now, while the right engine was using too much oxygen, the center one was using less, and it balanced out almost perfectly. Amazingly, it worked. If that power failure hadn't happened, the shuttle would have run out of oxygen before reaching orbit. But thanks to this weird coincidence, it made it just 5 meters per second slower than planned. The shuttle used small steering rockets to fix that, deployed the telescope successfully, and safely returned to Earth.